What up, baby? Mojo Barnes. Welcome to High Notes, where we cover everything from buds to beats.
Baby.
And baby, and boy, oh boy, do I have a treat for you guys. So, as Seven said, today we're not really doing a whole lot of music talk, which does give an opportunity to discuss some good weed and maybe get a little bit, I don't know, introspective because I got some questions to ask people. And I would really appreciate it if people would drop some comments and answer some of these questions because it would be fire to hear. But I do want to know because I'm about to get into a strain real quick what everybody's been smoking on. So, Seb, what you been smoking on?
Shit. I actually got Ooowee, Seattle Strawberry Cough. It's a sativa, so I kind of, you know what I'm saying, like, but I've been finding myself leaning more towards sativas, especially when I'm in, when I'm on creative time. So, you know what I mean, I used to do that when I was younger, and so I kind of switched back to that. It's definitely been effective, but yo, Ooowee is
Ooh,
salute,
is crazy.
salute.
What about you, P?
I've been smoking on Weed Limit. They just got this new 9 pound hammer that came out.
Ooh.
And it's actually for the price point, it was really good because
Yeah,
I was off last week and I was off. I was sleeping. So it was an indica. So I smoked the indicas
Mm.
and
for
yeah,
sure.
it's definitely copped that.
9 pound hammer is dope. Yeah, I fuck with it.
9 pound hammer is dope. Weed limit is pretty good. If I remember, they're outdoor grown, so you're really getting
Mhm.
that kind of au natural feel about it. Um, Trim's usually pretty good too, but hey, Monster, what what you been smoking on these days?
So
I know what your girl missing.
this one's weird just because. So it's orange, pomegranate, and cranberry, but they gave it like an orange little smoky thing, and the screen on it gets so crazy. Like when you smoke it, it shows a little like because it's actually got like an LED.
Mhm.
It actually shows like a little spaceship beaming you up and then flying off to Venus, like real talk. And I was
Oh,
like, "What
shit.
the fuck?" But so the flavor is called outer space dust, and I was like, "I'm not sure what's in this thing, but it's good."
But it's good.
That's all that matters, right?
That's
I've
what
been mad
that's what we
productive
like
this
about
week.
cocaine.
Yeah.
Cocaine. Space dust.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Oh,
What?
man.
What exactly y'all selling me? And the thing is, the dude that gave it to me, he was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna like that one." And then he looked at me right away and was like, "Do you do shrooms?" I was like, nope."
Man, you should have
Give me
given
that back.
him. Nah, man, you should have given him a positive response just for the plot, so then that way
As
you
soon
could
as
see
you
where it
said,
was going to lead.
as soon as you
Yeah.
said nope and you walked out the door, he was like, "You do now."
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Mhm.
Oh shit!
I would have loved to see that. So,
So, can you play Galaga with that thing? You'd like
Oh
pull
shit! Oh shit! Mojo don't even know what
have
Galaga is.
different.
I'm joking.
I know
I
what
know,
Galaga
right?
is. I fuck with Galaga. I try way too hard to get the dual spaceship, so I'm like dying so fast. I just try to get that shit immediately to see how many points I can rack up. That game is crazy. Um, I love a
What's
good
you,
tasty vape, but
What you been smoking on?
yeah, man. No, since Monster don't smoke weed, I'll talk about some Ooowee as well. I got some of the Pink ZaZa. Oh,
Ooh.
great! And then I fucking disappeared. Pink ZaZa. This shit's fantastic.
Yes.
This is from Ooowee. It's Pink Ranch Plus with George Pie. This is a straight indica, so I think P would really like this one. Terpenes are really really high. Um, it's very very relaxing. A lot of myrcene in this one. So man, the buds are beautiful too. I wish I could fucking put up the bud and give it its true shine. I might do a video for this one,
Ooh.
but I love a
Yeah,
nice
sounds
purple blunt, purple bud right there. The crystals are crazy. I'll try to see if I could shine some light on the crystals and do it some justice. But this is a crazy one. But this one gets me like blasted. And so I was like, oh, cool. You know, when you're at a point where you're so high and it's just like you're kind of zombified, and then you start asking really crazy questions about life and shit. Yeah.
Yes, that's the
So
best.
so I would like to kind of
I love
get
it.
get into that gear real quick. Um one of the ones I
Oh,
had
damn.
was, what
I'm gonna go
memory?
smoke a bowl real quick.
Yeah, bro. Do you want
Oh,
to
gotta
step
get
away
level.
and do you want to step away and do that? I can ask a stupid one real quick. It's just
There you
yeah, go do
go.
your thing. Yes.
Yeah. Get your mind right. Hell
Yes.
yeah. Get your mind right.
Great. Now that he's gone.
This is crazy, yo.
Well,
Oh, you
we
know
could-
what?
we could-
Motherfucker, pull out the Joker lighter.
I know, right? I
Don't
know,
make me
right?
think about it.
Yo.
I was like, man, so I was scrambling because there was supposed to be a video involved in this that showcased this fantastic weed.
Fantastic.
So I'm
weed.
scrambling and I'm like, I don't have a lighter. I don't have a lighter. And then I see this on the floor, the OG candle lighter. And I'm like, no, not this one. Fuck it. I got to do this. I'm on a time crunch. So I'm like, my desk is reflective. So you can see this fucking stick right here in the frame when I light it. I'm like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it, y'all. Well, I can ask
That's
a
crazy.
dumb one. Well, yeah, okay.
I love dumb questions.
Yes.
This one's not dumb. If your life was a song, what would the chorus be?
Oh shit. Yo, that's actually a dope ass fucking question right there. Oh wow.
Suck the shaft, not the tip.
Okay. All right.
Oh, there it is.
You're
There
done,
it is.
buddy.
There it is. Shit. That's a good. You know what? It actually might be a hook that's already in existence. Actually, yeah, I think it would probably be well. Damn, that's a good fucking question, yo. Because every time I think of one, another one pop in my head that's even better, and I'm like, shit. Oh, huh. You know what's crazy? What's really crazy? I already wrote the hook. Don't cry.
There you go.
I ain't perfect. I ain't trying to
Got
be.
another tip.
Ride the wave of evolution like I ride the beat. I learned heaven ain't a place I gotta die to see. If I said it, I stand on it. Don't cry. Bro. I ain't trying to be. Keep the scammers lit. These niggas ain't high as me. You know what I'm saying? That hook is me all the way live. It couldn't nobody say it better. So yeah. What about you, Mo?
I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
During your whole ass zombie phase,
Somebody's high.
you didn't think of an answer?
I don't know.
Percy, the question was, if your life
I'll give you one because it's like
That's a deep question, Mo.
yeah, it's a deep
Right.
question. It's a deep question.
It's a deep
I
question,
I
'cause,
thought I
like-
had it, but I don't.
Yeah,
ahead.
it's like coming from
The
a guy
question
who
was,
doesn't write his own lyrics.
oh,
I gotta borrow from somebody else's lyrics. You know what I mean? So I gotta figure out all the repertoire of all the songs I've ever bumped. That was like, that's me. This is my life track right now, right? But I don't know. I mean, that's a deep question. It's a deep question because sometimes I'll be feeling like
I probably could think of a better one too, but that was just the one that
Mhm.
stood out at the moment.
I know I'm like overthinking it.
mine would probably be
Like-
harm.
You said who?
Mine would probably be harm. Hell and Real Monsters, man.
Oh yeah, I can feel that. Absolutely. Hell yeah.
That's not fair. Y'all write your own. You can write out a hook to say your shit. I can do a log line. Man who goes to adventures.
I can almost see Mojo's being one of mid-era Kanye hooks, maybe. Not early Kanye, maybe like from Graduation to My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, somewhere in there. That was, to me, that was probably like his moodiest era, you know what I'm saying? And I could hear something in that category being perfect for Mo. But yeah, no, I'm not trying to speak for you. I'm just saying what I can hear.
Yeah, I'm really like trying to. Yeah, I'm really trying to think.
Yo, that lighter is killing me. So, oh shit.
If you had like a Sherlock pipe on top of that, that'd be like shit.
Oh yeah, that'd be wild. That'd be wild.
I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. If it was one that I did recently, I feel like Grieve would be a good one, as repetitive as it is.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of, I don't know. It's like, what are you grieving? And then you start thinking about that.
That's a good one.
But anyway, so the next question, the main one that I wanted to ask, and I think I lost it because I had a few. What memory would you choose to live inside forever if you could never come back?
Ooh.
All right. So I used to go to the strip club.
All right, bro. All right, man. How do we kick him out of the chat?
I'm just trying to fill space, man. Y'all think long as fuck to think.
Oh shit! Oh,
this is what getting high will do to you. Y'all sit there and fucking think for 5 minutes.
Yeah, man. That's
got viewers just sitting there like, I wonder what it's gonna be.
Oh shit! Yo, it's
Damn.
It's difficult to answer that for a number of reasons, but I'll try. Shit. Okay, I'll tell you what makes it difficult. I think that I can think of probably 4 or 5 instances, instances that meet that criteria, but they're from different eras of my life. So it's like you have to decide at that point, what point of your life would you also want to live in forever? You know what I'm saying? And as much as it seems like youth would be the answer to that, when I think back to that, I was fucking ridiculous. So like, ain't that. You know what I'm saying? It maybe ain't now. You know what I'm saying? It may be somewhere in between that. So now I got to narrow that down. But I'm gonna give it a shot. And okay, I'll tell you the one, and I'll tell you why. It would be the moment that I realized that I was gonna have a daughter. The moment I knew that was the case, my whole world changed. And it's something that people say all the time, and people don't really pay it the attention they should when people say, unless you have a daughter, you wouldn't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how much you think, oh, I care about women and I do, you know what I'm saying, I want to protect little girls, until you have a daughter, you're not gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean that necessarily totally biologically. Until you become the caretaker of a little girl, you're not gonna get it. So in that moment, I think it helped me redefine who I am, to put me on the trajectory to everything that came after it. So as much as I love some of the moments that came after it, that moment was special to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I like that answer. I had giggled because I was like, what a stupid response to something. So what a stupid thing to say after somebody like bored their soul like that. I just giggled about it. But I really liked your response, Seven. That's cool. I really like that.
Thank you. Thank you.
What about you, P?
I think I'm in the same boat as Seb, where I've been trying to whittle it down in my mind because like I've done a lot of stuff. You know, what I mean, I've lived quite a bit. I'm old, 45, right? So, but none of those experiences, as great as they were for the moment, or you look at them in retrospective, they weren't complete. You know what I mean? There was a time where I broke when I first broke my first million. You know what I mean? I was I'm a millionaire. Yeah, I'm on top of the world, but I was alone. Like I was running around the country so much, I couldn't even really tell nobody that I even broke a million. You know, it was just in the bank, and I didn't have no one to talk to. I had no friends, and because I was just running so much and working. And the people that I was around, I couldn't tell them I had $1 million. They take me, they jack me, end up in Mexico somewhere. Right, but so I've had adventures throughout my life, and none of them are complete. I like the life that I'm living right now. Um, I like I like my life, my wife. I like my job, the people that I work with. You know what I mean? Doing this podcast and all that good stuff. But it's not done yet. Like we're just getting started. So if I lock myself in and say I want to live right here, right now, ever, you know what I mean? Like then there's a lot of frustrations because there's a lot of people that I had to cut out of my life recently. There's a lot of things I had to adjust, and we're not completely stable. Not when I broke my first mill. You know what I mean? So it's I can't really say, but I would say right now would be the life that I want to live in right now and want to be at. If I had to stay in it, this is pretty cool. I got a good house. I got a great family. Got great friends. So this is good.
But now you made me feel like an asshole.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm about to.
I'll make you feel like nothing. I mean, if you feel like an asshole, I can't help that. You don't like your life. I can't help you don't like your life. That has nothing to do with me.
I think I may have interpreted the question a little differently. But okay, I can dig it. I can dig it.
The third match I was in, I ended it with the cleanest 3-hit combo, just jab, cross, uppercut that I've ever done. And dude was just gone. And to be in my element there and be in complete control of the situation and have it resolve so smoothly, I
feel that.
Now, Mo, can I ask you this? With his story, right? Would he have to live that moment over and over and over again? Or is it the feeling that you get when you live in that moment, that you're living constantly, like the confidence that you have, that flow or smoothness that he had? Is that what you're living in?
It's
like so
it's
maybe a
all
week.
of it. It's all of it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
because it's the same way that I'm interpreting it, because my immediate response is when my daughter was born. Like if I could relive that over and over, I'm like in absolute bliss because it's like she's finally here and I get to meet her. But the way that you interpreted it, P, was more of like a span of time. In my opinion, it's not just one singular moment and then feeling an emotion response. It's a span of time, like a course of a year, it sounds like, or 10. You know what I mean? So if I think about it that way, it does span, in certain length of time, but it is around the moment that my daughter was born. But
okay.
I don't think I had ever been the happiest I ever was in that moment. It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I reevaluate the question from P's perspective, it would probably be that's actually a weird conundrum for me, because it actually is, it kind of crosses over into kind of the period where we all started working together. It crosses over into that, you know what I'm saying? And kind of even comes out the other side of it. So And I know that out, and that go back to the whole base of what we started from the beginning, intention. I know that the intention in that thing was good, but having it dead set in the middle of that period kind of makes it weird for me because I know how it ends. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to do that over and over and over again. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather do it once and be the fuck done with it. So, you know, it just, yeah. So, I mean, I feel it. So, I mean, that probably, because it just seemed like everything was kind of, everybody was a little more up at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like we was on the brink of something. You know what I mean? And but I feel like shit just kind of, curveballs kind of came into play. And so it kind of changed the game on it. But anyway, I'm assuming.
Nah, man, that's cool. You guys want to do another question? I think I have another one.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's good. Then we're gonna talk. Then we're gonna in a minute. We're gonna get on one of Monster's favorite topics.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this shit. Please ask. Please ask away. Ask away, Mr. Botanist.
This bonds.
If your soul had a shape or a form, what would it look like right now?
Oh, I'm not gonna be an ass. I'm gonna genuinely answer the question.
I want to hear.
Shape or a
Monsters.
form.
Yeah, I want to hear Monsters answer first.
Nope. I'm gonna wait until y'all can think of something.
Oh
Go
shit.
ahead.
You know, it probably would be like a falcon or something, like one of the large birds of prey. Yeah, I could see that. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely.
So
I mean, it would have been a dummy move to just say a panther. That's too easy. So
yeah. Oh my god. So I want you to think more like color, actual shape. If it's specifically, would you say a falcon?
yeah.
If it's specifically a falcon, I don't want you to deter from your answer, but you know, texture and movements and stuff like that kind of play into it too. It's all, you know.
All right, so I mean, it would probably be one of the larger breed of falcons. Definitely black. I'm saying, strangely enough, I'm seeing black and purple. You know what I'm saying? With red eyes. You know what I'm saying? No, one red eye, one green eye. There's a reason for that. Infrared and then night vision, so I can see everything. Yeah. And I mean, just powerfully built. You know what I'm saying? Like the biggest, strongest bird of prey you've seen would seem like a chihuahua to this pit bull ass bird. You feel me? And get off my block, nigga. Yeah, that type shit.
Nice.
That type shit.
Okay, you got one?
Why'd you say it had to be like lazy if I said a panther? Because that's you know what I mean, you and me, we share that, you know what I mean. But honestly, after everything that I've been through, it's a little bit of a twist. I would say it's more like an obsidian panther, like just glossy. You know what I mean? Obsidian's one of those rock, glass, metals, whatever you want to call it. That if you catch it on the edges, you'll get fucked up. You'll get cut. You know what I mean? But it looks smooth. It looks it looks like everything is nice and and calm. But don't get too close. So yes.
I like that.
You want me to go or are you gonna go, Mojo?
Nah, man, I want to. I can go.
It's up to you.
I can go.
Right.
So
It's just like my mom.
if I'm thinking about myself, I am thinking about more of think Scooby-Doo style, but like a ghost.
New Scooby-Doo adventures or the old school Scooby-Doo?
The old school. The old school.
Okay, all right.
Oh shit.
All right.
The old school one.
I'm seeing it. All right.
Without all like the trilling of like the like that shit. That shit's kind of corny. You know, we do want to think just a little bit more on the mysterious level, less intensity on the animation and the movement and shit, but just more of, you know, the sheet doesn't necessarily look like a sheet. You can't see the bottom, you know, an apparition. Or like a
You know, like hollow, like see-through, opaque, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but as you like gradually go up, it's less opaque. Trying to think of like, yeah, it's not like tattered or nothing like that. It's just you can't see the bottom. It's just standing there.
That's crazy. You know, I thought it would be something way wilder than that. That was so unexpected. That was so unexpected. Okay.
Go step on yourself.
Monster, I gotta hear this.
I got you. So I've been building it over the past few years. So big like hulking figure, right? Black combat gear, dark green tint skin, claws, fangs, glowing green eyes, long hair. But see, the kicker is it would have the most foul-mouthed, extreme Arnold Schwarzenegger voice you've ever heard.
How foul mouth are we talking?
Like crazy foul mouth, but imagine Arnold Schwarzenegger at his peak. Arnold Schwarzenegger, like yeah, so that like when you're seeing it, you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die, and then it tells you that it's gonna kill you, and you're like, oh shit, I'm gonna die. But wait a minute, can you say that again?
I want to kill you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm going to rip your fucking brains out.
Yeah. I'm gonna rip your intestines out of your ass. And it's like, but, huh?
Oh shit!
I can never listen to your music the same way again now. Every spot where the monster talks, I'm done. I want to be hearing Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Very good track on the way.
Oh shit! That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I see it. Say that again.
Your kids and wife.
You sound like Captain K, man.
And that is the perfect balance of me never being serious, but being always like critical. Like I want to hurt people, but I'm gonna laugh the whole time. And that's why it's my spirit animal.
That's justified. I like it.
Well, the Pink ZaZa's got me ripped right now. It tastes really good, but yeah, I think this is a good time to wrap it up. So this has been a very good segment of High Notes where we cover everything from buds to beats. Go get the Ooowee Pink ZaZa. Hit.
How much is it?
This I believe was 180 for the ounce. So it's a little higher in the price point. You can definitely tell that this is indoor grown. The trim is immaculate. You're getting nice dense buds. When you grind it up, man, it's real fine and powdery. That's the only thing that I kind of don't like, but it's so sticky that I don't want to break it down with my fingers. So like I'm smoking the joint right now and it's getting the where the cherry is, it's real oily, and so it's burning real crazy. So this is a really, really good one. For the price point, I would definitely string the extra. I don't know what you're spending on ounces, but if it's like an extra 80, or extra 120, whatever. Yeah. It's worth it. It's worth it. If it's like
120 or whatever.
Throw out that extra 1,000. You're gonna love it.
No, it's worth the price point. If you're just kind of like splurging for a party or whatever, it's definitely worth the price point.
Ooowee.
So that was Ooowee.
Ooowee.
Oh.